Some people might define leadership as getting other people to do things that they would ordinarily not do. And some people would define leadership as the ability of providing purpose, direction, and motivation to accomplish the mission and improve the organization. Now these sound well and good, but how do you do leadership? Hey, welcome to the channel, friends. As always, it's good to see you. So Stoker here, and if you want to master your craft, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future content. So it seems everywhere that we go, we can always find some kind of a list or a book or novel of how to do leadership. There's leadership principles, leadership traits, 21 irrefutable laws on leadership. And they get so complicated and so deep down into the woods that sometimes I just have to step back and say, can we just break this down? And I think that we can, and I think that when we do, we can ultimately find that there are only two rules to leadership. Two things that we have to abide by. And when leaders do these two things, we find examples of people who are able to truly transform an organization. Now, the first rule of leadership may not come as a surprise to you, and it's too easy. It's just this and this alone. It's not about you. You have to live with selfless service as a leader. And too many times, in examples I'm sure you can think of in your own experience, that when you look out around you and you find people who live for themselves and they lead for them and for what their gain is, whether it's the bottom line or ego or pride, awards or accolades, you find leaders who can be abrasive, they can be brash, they can be condescending, micromanagers, and all kinds of other examples. And this is something that we need to truly avoid. Now, the second rule of leadership is also equally as simple as the first one, and it's this: it's all about you. It's all about you as a leader, because the time is now and you are the person to implement change. Now, depending on the organization that you're in, there are countless different ways that these two rules will incarnate and flesh out. And so it's up to you, depending on the processes, the procedures, the personnel, and the equipment that you have, to figure out how to live out these two rules. But if you want to make change, it starts with you, and you have to remember the end result cannot be about you. So let me know down in the comments below a couple things, what you think about these two simple rules of leadership, as well as some examples that maybe you've seen or that you have implemented that have lived out these two rules. And until then, we'll see you.